Good morning, everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining me. Today I wanted to talk about something that I hear all the time. It's a saying goes by knowledge is power. And I want to really just right away disagree with that, especially when we talk about AI and where that is going, where that is currently right now, and just the state of the world as far as what human beings are trying to do in competing with AI. And the fact of the matter is that if knowledge is power, then we've lost all of our knowledge to AI right here and now. AI lives forever. It won't die. We die. We live our lives and we accumulate knowledge through our lives from birth to death. And it's only so much knowledge that we can accumulate throughout a lifetime. It's not going to last forever. With AI, it understands all of the knowledge that every human being has on the planet that they have shared, and will eventually or have shared before or are currently sharing with others, via digitally, verbally now. They can hear what we're saying on our phones. They can see what we're doing every pretty much second of the day. All of that knowledge and that knowledge is being absorbed by AI. It's going to know it. It's going to know the previous knowledge, previous to its start, in 2023, and God knows maybe even sooner than that. And it's going to know everything after. So the truth is, knowledge isn't power. It's simply not. So when you think about economics and how our economy works, we've been a knowledge economy for quite a while. And when they talk about AI being a digital revolution, or not digital revolution, but just a revolution in technology in general, similar to this, the steam engine, the train, the automobile, the internet. This is more significant than all of those. Far more significant than all of those even put together, because we understood knowledge was power. Knowledge may have been power in the past, but knowledge is not power. There's a new power, because we cannot compete with AI when it comes to knowledge, and our economy will not run based on those concepts any longer. Knowing is power. Knowing who you are, knowing what you stand for, knowing your purpose in this world, that's power. Who are we as human beings? What is our mission here when we come to this planet? What do we do with the lessons that we learn here in reality? And how do we pass those lessons along generation to generation to make our energies live forever? Because at the end of the day, our popular culture is obsessed with youth, being obsessed with, eternal, just looking young, and plastic surgery and all this other bullshit. This is what we hold, as the thing, the highest thing, right? And when we think about our mortality and what value that brings to who we are, and understanding why we're here, and developing a knowing of that, and all of us deep down inside knowing that we're all gonna die. And what are we gonna do with our time here to make ourselves, quote unquote, live forever? And the idea is that our manifestations of that idea and that wanting and that desire to live forever have taken the form of looking younger, the appearance of having abundance, the appearance of just looking like you're a being that's living forever, when in reality, we have to all know that our physical bodies are not the final stake. It's not what it really means to live forever. And AI is going to teach us a lot of things. Because when it has all of the knowledge, when robotics actually starts coming along, and when we see things on screen that defy reality, that are completely fake, but then that transcends into our physical environment, we're really going to know that knowledge isn't power. Knowing is power. Knowing what is real and what is not real in our 3D plane is what power truly will be and what truly is. So I want to challenge everybody out there to think about what you've been told and what you've understood to be real and what you've understood to be these lessons and these rules that we live through life with, and throw all the rules out the window. Because this is different now. Knowing is power. Knowing who you are. Truly knowing you are here for a limited time. Knowing is power. Knowing that what you do on this plane and the energy you project comes back tenfold. Tenfold. The universe will deliver those energies back to you tenfold. What is your intention? Knowing your intention day to day will bring you your purpose in life, and bring you fulfillment, and bring you joy, and bring you power. When you have those things, you have power. Knowledge is power. I never intuitively liked that, because times change. The traditional knowledge that we were provided, let's say 20 years ago, about X plus Y equals Z, this plus that equals a good life, this plus that equals a bad life, that was common knowledge. Not so common anymore. But through that time, when you were hearing all this shit from everybody else about this is how you do this, X plus Y equals Z, school plus, job equals good life. If you took that knowledge in and you applied that, maybe it worked out for you, but for the majority, that is not the case. Now, when you look at people with 20 plus year careers getting laid off into a market where knowledge is no longer power, there's a real wake-up call and a real reset. When you think about COVID being a reset, that was a pressure test. That was not a reset. That was a test on society to see how we will listen, to see how we will conform and do as we're told and march to the beat of that drum. This is the real reset. And so if you've been going forward in your life believing knowledge is power, those that have not followed that paradigm and followed their inner knowing, those are the ones that are going to start winning because they have a lot of experience knowing. You might have some experience with knowledge in a particular field or a particular realm and this, that, and the other. But if you didn't start figuring out how to know who you are, know why you're here, know what your intent can do in the universe and what intentions that can bring towards you and how fine and fickle karma is, you've got an awakening that's coming. And I don't want to speak curses on people, but the awakening is going to be for your highest good. It's going to be for all of our highest good. And if we move through this space in depression, sadness, regret, bitterness, anger, that energy is coming back. And it's been coming back, but it's going to be more intense because, again, that beast never sleeps. Knowing is power. Knowing is power. Thank you guys for coming and visiting me. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.